bar in RIMM.
Okay, here we go. There's a 400,000 share in in the last 3 minute bar. This is an after hours tick chart, and people just barreled in, tried to make the high. $54 million have gone into research in motion, and RIMM will be reporting earnings after the closing bell. And we just hit the closing bell. So let's get ready. There was an 81,000 share block. Oh my goodness. Big buys. Once again, big money flow into the Google name. Look at that. Big block. Big block. Took it up to $88 million. And we've seen some of that. Last week we've seen 400 million. Back to the RIMM. We're going to be waiting for that report. We have got limit orders out there at 52.5. Well below the market, and we're going to short way up above the market, and I'm going to put it on pause until we get that knee-jerk reaction. MMTs. This is research in motion, and we're going to find out what they truly have to say in their quarterly report, due out in moments. Time is 1:01 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, date 3/24/2011. As soon as we get that big knee jerk, and I've got lots of limit orders down below the market, and I've got limit orders up above the market to sell short. Right now, we're waiting on the knee jerk. We closed at 64.09, 10 by 10. Already 10, 10, 64, 10, 10, and this is the after hours tick chart. Right here, we're going to be looking for that big knee jerk reaction. Yeah. Let's see what they do. I'm waiting for the headline, MMTs. New MMTs, we haven't got the number yet. First, we're going to get the preliminary number in after hours and how after hours works. You get that preliminary, that big spike up or spike down. Then after that, the conference call come later, and that is round two as to what the quarterly reports are going to be presented to the analyst community in the hourly conference call. So there are two steps to after hours. One is the knee-jerk, gunslinger buy and sell. The next one is the next gunslinger buy and sell, if it comes out to that, will be the actual earnings call. And 64.09, 63.96 by 64, we're on standby. There we go. I'm sorry, I didn't even have it on play. Hold on.
Low of the day was 62.18, so we're still within range.
Okay, so 63.20 you seen down here?
Yeah.
And that popped right up. But there's no report. Uh-oh, there we go. 63.50s are selling. But yeah, I don't have
yet.
No headline to get a knee jerk yet, other than people are heading for the woods, obviously. There's that bid and ask. There's that bid and ask. 63.61 is a print. We'll come back. So far, we've been previewing it with the new MMTs that are learning about their first round with quarterly earnings. We do not have a headline number, but once again, we're back to 61 on the offer and 50 on the bid. So we got a little bit of movement, but no report yet. So stay on standby, MMTs. Other than you're coming down here on that tick chart, down here to 29 pennies by 50 cents on the offer. Okay. Now, dropping down to the previous day's close and then bouncing is also on order, MMTs. Let's find out. Here we go.
62.5.
Here we go. I don't have a report, but you can see that 62.5. MMT Scott, he said right down here, and that popped. Look at that. 62.5. There it is, 61.93. It's all over the map. What did I just say previously is bringing that thing back down to that closing bell, which they did at 62.12. It was up $1.97 on the day. There it is on that bottom. We're going to see if we can get people in those trades. We got seniors all over it. I still do not have an earnings report on research in motion, though, but we're getting action in that stock, and it's all over the map. Here it is. It hits the low of $61. It's bouncing right up. That made an entry. That makes it a sell right there. That's a 3-6 after hours. Bam. It's all over the place. It's every which way. Look at that baby go. Going down to the 60.5 handle, which we talked about that. Look at that volume count. Look at this volume ticker right here. Look at that volume run. Look at that price action get hammered on research in motion. You can see that after hours tick chart. RIMM, preliminary is $1.78 versus $1.76. Revs were 5.6 billion versus 5.64 billion. That's the knee jerk. Research in Motion saying that they're going to see Q1 revs of $1.47 to $1.55 versus $1.65. They see revs of 5.2 to 5.6 billion for the next versus the 5.64 billion in Reuters consensus. That means that Research in Motion came in flat. You can't reward the stock. Shorts are in play in the after hours market. We are tanking down there where I said I was looking at buying somewhere right around that 52.50 handle. If we drop another $6, we're going to find out what they do in the conference call. I'm going to just leave this particular video right here at 59.51, and I read the whole earnings report. Let it be known on Research in Motion. And the earnings were not exactly what they should have been, folks. That's due to the competition. And the competition is heavier. Now, let's see how far down we sell on RIMM. Look at that volume in after hours. Look at that volume. Look at that price print down into the 58s a minute ago. 59.15 about to break down below the 59.15, and we'll update